If you are just starting your channel, you are doomed to make mistakes that will stop you from growing. It is just inevitable. But if I started a new channel today, I can guarantee that I would have 50 viewers in 6 months. Because I did. This is my second channel, and within 6 months, I got it to 50 viewers. Today, I'm going to teach you the 5 lessons that took me 4 years to learn and helped me grow my second channel this quick. If you're new here, my name is Barry Epps. I'm a cryptographer turned content creator and Twitch partner looking to help new streamers grow their channel the right way. And lesson number 1, don't tour the world before you have fans. There is not a single band in the world that is going to book concerts and perform live on a big world tour before they actually bring out some music and start getting fans. They are not going to sell any tickets and no one is going to be there to hear them play. That is why they first bring out a few singles, then an album, and once people know their music, that is when they start playing concerts. It is the same on Twitch. When you go live the first time, no one is going to find you. Well, except for those people selling view bots and streamer art, they will always find you. Twitch is a terrible platform for discoverability. That is a well-known fact at this point. But what it is great at is connecting with your viewers. There is no better platform in the world at this point to interact with your viewers, and the fact that your viewers can type something and when you respond, they will see it almost immediately is incredible. I remember when the delay on chat was about 10 seconds minimum. That culture, atmosphere, and even things like channel point redemptions are things you will not find on other platforms. But other platforms have algorithms, and these algorithms mean that viewers don't need to find you. The algorithm finds the viewers for you. That sort of discoverability is the best way to find new viewers. Go live on TikTok, for example, and you can have 50, 100, even 200 viewers in literal minutes, even if you've never streamed before. However, if you've ever streamed to TikTok or YouTube for that matter, then you know as well as I do that creating a community that hangs out and keeps coming back for you is really hard. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but you have to use the discoverability on these platforms to create good content and make yourself discoverable to new viewers, and then bring those viewers over to Twitch with you. Speaking of, if you want to hang out, ask questions, or go into deeper discussions, then join me on Twitch. I'm live every Tuesday and Friday from 5 PM to 11 PM where I do more of, well, this, and occasionally play some games too. Lesson number 2, get a webcam. Okay, that might be a bit of an oversimplification, but it makes an essential point for streamers. When you are building your channel, there are only 2 things on your stream that really make a difference: the game and you. If you don't have a camera or some other way that puts you on the screen, then all you're giving your community is a 4-hour raw gameplay footage. And if viewers wanted to watch 4 hours of a Let's Play, then they might as well watch it on YouTube. One of the big differences between Twitch and all the other platforms out there is that your audience is often looking for that feeling of community. I would even go as far as saying that entertainment is not the most important thing as a Twitch streamer. What your viewers are really looking for is a connection with you as a creator. Because you are streaming for hours, Twitch is great at fostering a community and creating that connection. And as humans, we are biologically imprinted to recognize faces in everything. So provide a face. Talk about your day, your work, your hobbies, and things that are going on in your life. Let your viewers connect with you, and you will build a tight-knit community. And I know, there are exceptions out there. People that have never streamed with a webcam that have built their channels to hundreds or thousands of average viewers. But those are the exception. When you are building a business, which as a streamer you are trying to do, don't make it harder on yourself than it has to be. Don't expect to be the exception. There are millions of monthly active streamers out there, and in pretty much any semi-popular category, there are hundreds of channels trying to grow their stream. If you don't have a webcam, then you are competing against all of those that do have one. So when you go live, get a webcam, a PNG tuber, or even a VTuber so that you, the streamer, are represented on screen as well. Lesson 3. Back when I was a kid, if you asked kids what they wanted to be, then you'd get answers like firefighter or professional footballer. Nowadays, if you ask kids what they want to be, they all want to be YouTubers, streamers, or TikTokers. And I get that. We get to go live, play games, make videos on stuff we are passionate about, and which many people can only dream of. But if you're trying to build a channel, grow your viewership, and eventually hope to make this your full-time gig, then there is something you need to realize. I had 2 weeks off my job recently, which was great. I spent time with the family, went to the beach for a few days, and, well, I made 2 videos and 14 shorts for this channel, updated my products to the new StreamerBot 1.0 beta, and responded to comments on YouTube and more. You have to realize that streaming is a job. You have to be willing to work long hours, even if you're supposed to be on holiday, and make sacrifices to grow your channel and build your career. Sometimes you are stuck recording that video at 3 in the morning, or need to skip a night ranking up on Marvel Rivals with your friends. I mean, you're just going to have a lose streak anyway, right? And yeah, sometimes you'll be sitting in front of your PC 5 minutes before you're supposed to hit that go live button, thinking to yourself, I really don't want to do this. But you're going to have to hit that button, because you scheduled to be there and you are committed to growing your stream. Every job has good days and bad days. Every job has tasks no one wants to do, and this job is not any different. If you can change your mindset to that commitment, to that level of dedication, then you are already in the top 1% of streamers when it comes to your chances to succeed on Twitch. Lesson 4. Learn how to use your tools. A carpenter needs to know how to use a hammer. A lumberjack needs to know how to use an axe. And as a streamer, you need to know how to use the tools that you use. When you are just starting, everything is new to you. And that is okay. But I sometimes get questions from people that have been streaming for years, because whenever they ran into a problem, they just found a video with the solution and blindly followed it. If you're going to do this for a while, no matter if you use OBS, Meld, or a different streaming software, you need to learn how it works, what can go wrong, and how to fix that. It's that simple. These are the tools you use to work with, and being able to troubleshoot them quickly while live on stream can be massively helpful. Not needing to end early or cancel stream because there was a 2-minute fix that you happen to know about has saved me more than once. Don't get me wrong, tech issues happen. The difference is that streamers that know their tools can fix them in minutes, while others might take hours or even days, and that while it's one button to click. This also counts for all the other programs that you use, like StreamerBot, and the gear that you use, such as your microphone. These are skills that you are building, and if you keep investing in yourself and your skills, then even if you don't make it big as a streamer, you can still use these. I have a friend that streamed for 5 years, managed to get partner, and then realized he couldn't combine it with his work. So he quit streaming and used his gear to open a little side hustle as a wedding photographer. Nowadays, he has his own studio and specializes in product photography for a lot of the companies he used to work with as a streamer. He even got back to streaming again. As long as you keep investing in yourself and building your skills, you will come out the other end of this a better creator and a more well-rounded person. And lesson 5 sort of continues with this trend. Be ready to throw out your plan. There are generally 2 ways people start streaming. Either you find a niche, make your channel, build a growth plan, and then you start streaming, or you just wing it. Either way, chances are that your first idea to grow isn't going to be the jackpot. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be making a plan, by the way. Go make a plan. Use everything I've said in my videos and go for it. If after 3 months nothing has happened, you've not seen any growth at all, no viewers, no following, nothing, change it. Trash the plan and make a new one. Try again. Or, and I personally think this is the better way forwards, look at what you've done in the past 3 months. Look at what worked for you and what didn't work. Do more of what worked and do less of the things that didn't. Then change the plan and give it another 3 months with the new plan. Don't just continue pushing harder until you forced it through. I've made this mistake myself when I started. I knew there was something I wanted to do, one specific niche, but that niche was oversaturated and carved out with amazing streamers. I spent 9 months fighting and fighting, trying to make it work, changing things here and there, trying to make things feel better. But 9 out of 10 times, it just ended with me being more frustrated, and in the end, I burned out and quit streaming entirely. Well, for a few years at least. When I came back with a new plan, which also didn't work, but I kept adapting it until it did. And then you just keep changing small things until you get to a point you are happy with the growth that you are getting. But if you are really struggling with finding the one thing that could set you apart from everyone else, the one thing that other streamers seem to have but you don't, well, in this video right here, I show you what that is and more importantly, how you can solve it. And as always, stream better, stream smart.